I've made $2.33 million helping business owners and personal brands go viral through my short form content agency. My name is Ryan Magin, and welcome to A Week in My Life. What you're gonna learn here on this week's vlog is what actually makes TikToks go viral from my team meeting. I mean, on my account, the hooks suck. They're not good, they're not working. I shouldn't be getting videos that have 500 views. It's really bad. It looks bad for the company, it looks bad on me, and we need to fix it. As well as a clip from a podcast from my friend Grant, where I break down why most content agencies will fail in 2024.
Too many agency owners specifically, they start saying yes to everything. And I think we're in an age where you need to be really, really good at one thing.
I also do a walkthrough of my house that was destroyed by Hurricane Idalia.
What was the worst part about getting your house flooded in a hurricane?
We lost all of our stuff.
And a few other random things to keep you entertained. The hook and the watch time are obviously, you know, what gets videos to go viral and get 1 million views. All the videos that are coming out are arbitrarily, like, they're just a minute long or they're 50 seconds. And we're stuffing all these details in there that, you know, in a lot of cases, I don't know if it even, like, I would insinuate it's just honestly wasting everybody's time. And the only reason I say that is because they're not getting watch time and they're getting swiped away in the first 2 to 3 seconds. So I mean, videos come down to two things. Obviously the hook. So are the right hooks being selected? Now, arbitrarily, I mean, on my account, no. I have a lot of really horrible views on a lot of the videos, and it starts with the hook. The videos need to get shorter, and shorter from a perspective of, I don't want to arbitrarily say every single video you guys make needs to be shorter, because this is in context of every video, and every video is unique. But we're making these videos, they're long, they're boring, and they're just not getting watched. I know I've used the term aggressive in the past. Like, I like that term, but I also know that I don't want to make myself or clients in any way, shape, or form seem aggressive and seem like an asshole. So I don't want to cut things out to make people look bad. That's never the goal, specifically myself, because it sucks when you get blasted on the internet. So we'll just go and watch this through. It's very confusing, and this video, which was posted, it was 47.7 seconds long.
What's the most amount of money you made selling?
I make like $242,000 every week.
Do you have any of that today?
No, bro, but in my memories I have it, but.
So right now we're a couple seconds in, and it's very engaging. It's talking about drugs, like drug money. This is like, you know, this is a polarizing topic. This is a lot, you know, right now this video has a high watch time.
Not in money. I went bankrupt in 2013. I lost everything, man. Within 30 months, I was able to come out of bankruptcy using a BRRRR method, Byron.
So now now we're into real estate, which kind of an abrupt switch.
Rent, refinance, repeat. Back then, I didn't know what the BRRRR method was, though. We called it cash out refi. The same.
By this point, everybody's swiped away because nobody knows what the BRRRR method is.
At the end of 2015, December 27th of 2015, me and my family left and went to Florida. I had over $35,000 a month in passive income.
How much real estate do you own now?
I own a couple $100 million. I own about 1,600 apartment buildings and 4 hotels. Hilton, Marriott, IHG hotels.
When was the last time you sold?
August 14th of 2000.
So now we're back on talking about drugs.
I got a pack back in, 330 pounds. Something just told me, it's like I'm not touching it. Just knew the feds was watching me, and I knew I was done. I prayed to God, gave it up, and he showed me real estate.
Okay, so what I did, so I just took that same clip and reorganized it. And this video obviously was 47 seconds, which is pretty long. I have it kind of shortened here, and if this was just organized in this way, I know the video would have done significantly better, but I'll let you see, at least now the storyline makes sense.
What's the most amount of money you made selling?
I make like $242,000 every week.
Do you have any of that today?
No, bro, but in my memories I have it, but not in money. I went bankrupt in 2013. I lost everything.
When was the last time you sold?
August 14th of 2004. I got a pack back in, 330 pounds. Something just told me, it's like I'm not touching it. Just knew the feds was watching me, and I knew I was done. I prayed to God, gave it up, and he showed me real estate.
How much real estate do you own now?
I own a couple $100 million. I own about 1,600 apartment buildings and 4 hotels. Hilton, Marriott, IHG hotels.
So I mean, right there, now that video is only 31 seconds long, but the story made a lot more sense. It translated from drugs into real estate, basically him losing it all and going to real estate. There was this part where he talks about the BRRRR method, which hypothetically that would have been some details. Maybe we could put that in there, but I think this video at 31 seconds would crush for views, because most of it is about his journey of drugs and that he used real estate to get out of, you know, to make money again. Is this a crash course on real estate? No. But this is an engaging little video at 31 seconds, and I'm gonna probably post that today. Point being here is this storyline was way fucked up. Like, it was all over the place and it was very hard to follow.
What happened to our house?
It got flooded.
By what?
Hurricane Idalia.
What kind of water was it?
poopy water.
Where have we been living?
In an apartment. We've been there for 3 months and we're probably gonna be there for 3 more.
Cool, show us around.
Closet, the bathroom, this is the laundry, this is the living room.
So we had roughly 3 feet of water. So as you can see along the lines, the water went up to here all the way through the house.
This is the kitchen. It's mommy and dad's room. This is my room, my closet,
Yeah.
the guest room.
Guest room, home office. We had almost $200,000 worth of damages from Hurricane Idalia. It is gonna be 6 months from storm to we're most likely back in. The storm happened end of September. We're hoping to be back in our house by the end of January. We lost all the appliances, all the furniture, 90% of all of our belongings. Hurricanes are no joke. But the water was considered class 3 flood water. What that means is that it was full of human feces. So everything it touched is considered hazardous and we had to throw out. One thing I bought this week is this hoodie from Kill Crew. I'm a taller guy, 6'2", around 220 pounds, and I have a long torso. So I have a hard time finding hoodies that fit really tightly around the waist. And this thing is just amazing. Fits nice and tight. Around here, it's long. Just a really good hoodie. How many videos do you watch before you hit the follow button, Katie?
On my For You page, or
Yes.
am I searching it?
No, not search, on the For You page. So like hypothetically speaking, you have your phone and you're on TikTok or Instagram Reels and you're just scrolling and then Ryan Magin's face pops up and you're like, wow, that was a good video. I like that guy. Oh, my mom's calling. And now your feed has changed and I am not there anymore. And then next time you open your phone, you're scrolling. Oh, there's that guy again. I recognize his face. Oh, that was a good video. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. How many times does that happen before you go, I'm gonna search this name and then I'm gonna hit follow and follow Ryan Magin?
2?
2? So it takes 2 videos. You have to see 2 of my videos to hit follow?
At least 2.
At least 2?
Unless I search it out and it's exactly what I was looking for. I would search like how to fall asleep without curtains.
Okay. And hypothetically, if I had a video that talked about curtains, you might see mine, and then that would make you want to follow me more?
Yeah, if your account talks about sleep habits, it'll be one of the first ones on there when I search it. So if your account then has what I'm looking for more, I'll follow you.
But what would make you follow me if you didn't know?
If I was in the social media business. That's why I followed you.
But I don't make any videos about that. I only make videos asking people like how much money they make, like what's something weird somebody doesn't know about something, like what's your opinion on this. I don't make any videos about helping people grow their social media or making videos or anything that I actually do for a living.
But I learned how to edit from you.
That's good insight though.
I learned length of video, style of video. I learned that quick cuts are okay. Like, I learned how to make a quick cut do well, perform well.
I think agencies should grow theme pages from the sole perspective of it's proof. It's proof that you can grow something and get views. Because if I hire an agency, I'm looking for a couple things. Number 1, I'm looking for more followers. I want to grow my audience.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm looking for exposure. I want to get more views and eyeballs on my stuff.
Yeah.
And number 3, I want good quality videos to be put out consistently.
Yeah.
That's all agencies do.
Yep.
The problem is most agencies only focus on putting out good quality videos consistently, which is not good, because if you're competing for that, you're competing to go to the bottom, because now you're competing on price. If you're talking to a client and saying like, I can grow your followers.
Well, so what do you think about I mean, maybe I'm just a good salesman, but like, what do you think about because quality is subjective. Like, I think there's 10% of people that can tell when something's shit, and there's 10% of people that can tell when something's like an Oscar-winning level. That 80% in the middle
Doesn't care.
no one understands.
Yeah.
Like, no one, like, you can see like, this is good, this is bad, this is like better than most, right?
Correct.
But like, the majority of people can't tell the difference. If you have something that's like in that top 10%, you can sell just being like, I am this top 10%.
Well, I think you can, but how are they going to stay?
Yeah.
And in my experience, when it comes to an agency, like, you could be a great salesman, which I know you are. Like, and you have a good product. I've seen your videos. They're clean. They're very well edited. So you have this.
Clipped it.
Yeah. So you have those two things, but as a business owner, like, if I was hiring you to be like, yo, I want you to help me grow Ryan Magin personal brand.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can do that. It's like, cool. and you're like, I charge $10,000 a month. I'm like, I know that I make more than $10,000 a month from my personal brand. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that risk on you, Grant. Yeah. Show me what you got. So I pay you 10 grand, you know, and maybe month 1, you do an okay job. You know, maybe month 2, again, maybe I see maybe it's not your fault. Maybe views dip.
Yep.
Month 3, it's like, hey man, you know, I'm paying you 10K a month. Like, you know, we haven't gone viral in a while. Yeah. Like, what do you think?
So, but
and I'm a very reasonable person.
Is that why you give like that's why you force the 90 days?
Yeah. So I mean, and then just to wrap up that thought, I'm gonna be like, hey Grant, man, I like this work, I like this quality, but I'm not making any money. Yeah. Like,
that's the return.
There's no ROI on this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring this in house. Yeah. So that's it. That's where that falters. And that might be 6 months for somebody that makes more money. Yeah. Like if I was only making like 20 grand a month and like I'm spending half of it on you. Yeah. You know, then it's like,
well, first off, you honestly shouldn't be working with an agency if you're only making 20.
Well, yeah. But I mean, I think we're in an age where like, if you're a good salesman, again, you could sell that to somebody. Yeah. And that's not saying you would have a good product. It's just the business owner doesn't need that product.
Well, it's also about who you're identifying, right? Because if you're selling a $10,000 product, you need to be working with someone that's making $100,000 a month.
Yeah, I mean, we found, because I charge, you know, I have 2 packages in my agency, it's 6,000 or 10,000, and the 6,000 people, they fall into the category of they're making around 50,000 a month, and then the 10,000 people are 100,000 plus. Yeah, like, and the 100,000 plus is a very well established business. Yep. And they have a lot of things in place as well. They are definitely have a back end ROI mechanism that is producing them a lot of money. They are not looking to you as the agency to make them money. They're looking to you as the agency to get their videos out there and to consistently get their videos out there. Yeah. So it's a different dynamic. The 6K, sometimes it's like they start looking to you like, hey, do you think we can make ad videos? Do you think we can do this? Do you think we can do that? And that's where like,
oh, do you get sucked into long form at all? Do people ask you to do long form?
All the time. I don't touch long form. I've learned, and this is just something, you know, back on kind of like my story. I knew that like, one, I really enjoy short form. Like myself personally, I like it. Like I'm good at it myself. So it's like, I'm not great at long form. I'm trying to get better. Like I'm vlogging. I'm on podcasts. Like, you know, but I'm not a YouTuber. Yeah. Like, it's a different skill set.
It's a different editing style.
And it is 100% different editing style, and it's a different mindset of the viewer when they sit down to watch you. Yep. It's not interruptive for the most part. No. In a lot of cases, it's suggested, meaning that, like, you log into YouTube, maybe you've watched a Grant podcast, or you've watched a Ryan Pineda podcast, and if Ryan Magin had a podcast, and I've been in Ryan Pineda's podcast before, you might see my podcast. Yeah. Like, so it's like, I understand the psychology. I feel like too many agency owners specifically, they start saying yes to everything. Yeah. And then they're not great at one thing. And I think we're in an age where you need to be really, really good at one thing.
If you like this week's vlog, you might like last week's vlog as well. I'm going to go ahead and link that right here so you can check it out. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.